Hi everyone, this is Sunette, and in this video I would like to share with you a point that opened up in relation to my relationship with my brother. And here having a look at how my sisterly, let's call it programming, interfered with my relationship with him, in that I saw in relation to what happened that on a deep level within myself, I allowed my idea of me as a sister to get in the way of seeing him as a person, seeing my brother as who he is as a being. And I found that this sisterly, almost family programming, tended to get in the way of being able to create a relationship with just him as a person. I would always approach him as his sister, and in this kind of like, because I'm the eldest as well, and because of the, the life and the history in our family and in our lives, and also just in who I am, I had this sisterly, type of motherly, protective, caring, but also in a way reflecting through him in when I feel I've disappointed or not been good enough or not strong enough or really messed up. So it was really fascinating, the almost personality I created of him in my mind based on the brother-sister dynamic inside myself. And I hadn't really noticed it until one day. For some time inside myself, I've been reacting toward him in a way of thinking or believing that, how he is or what he's doing and what he's not doing is because of this, that, and that. And in that, I made me the one that was doing something wrong the whole time. That's also another personal pattern that I've worked with, but whenever something goes wrong with someone, I think, oh my God, what did I do? What am I doing wrong? Why are they like this or not like that constantly and continuously? Why is there no change? And so I had this like inner battle inside myself for some time. And, then also that shifting me into the sisterly dynamic, taking me back to wanting to comb over, where did I do something wrong? Where was I not good enough? Why could he be this way and that way? What could be the reason for it? Trying to scratch my head, looking for the memories and moments that, he's not communicating with me, and, therefore we don't know where we stand with each other. Like, I did not know where I was standing with him. And going through all of that drama inside myself without doing the simple thing of asking. But then, fortunately, it did happen with my brother, but also not the way I would have wanted it to happen, where I did eventually ask him, but it all kind of came out in this experience that I've been building up and bottling up in me, where it was like, why? And why not? And should I just do this and that? But okay, not like that extensive, but kind of in that feel. And so how it came out, also based on how his response allowed me to reflect a bit and ask myself, all right, girl, what did you do now? What's going on here? This is not you. It's, yeah, that's how you experience yourself in that moment. You did write it, but still, let's have a look at what's going on here. So with reflecting and going back and looking back at everything, I realized this sister dynamic, this brother-sister family programming. And what I mean by brother-sister family programming, there's nothing wrong with a brother-sister relationship, but we tend to put the sister first instead of, me, Sunette, as a person that is his sister. And him, my brother, is the person he is as my brother. I came out as like sister only. And as a sister, I realized I had to explore the redefining and living of the word sister. What does it mean to be a sister, really? in not placing my feelings, my emotions, my personalities and tendencies that came through in the word sister, but, you know, place me as a person and him as a person and see who are we in that relationship of person to person within being a brother and a sister. Like, I never asked myself, what does it really mean to be a sister? Interestingly enough. So this is what I wanted to share with everyone, and what everyone can have a look at. And do look out for the soul videos as well in time to come in the School of Ultimate Living of Redefining and Living Words, where I'm going to discuss the relationship of sister and the redefining and living thereof, which I'm in the process of redefining as well, and what that would mean to place you as a person and your brother or sister or family member as a person, and then the family relationship of brother and sister. Because I also had this idea that, you know, brother-sister relationships makes it more difficult for you to have a relationship with family because they're family. But I realized, where did that idea really come from, and why am I accepting and allowing it? I'm not expecting anything from him, but it's about who I am in this all. You know, because I may one day have children as well, and if I have two or more, you know, I have to look at these dynamics and these relationships of how would I even raise children within this dynamic of brother and sister? What is the qualities, the meaning of it, the value of it? Because to me, I would like, you know, family relationships to actually be more deeper, more communicative, more open. And that's something I hadn't created for myself in my relationships. So have a look at realizing, and this is also the one gift that this whole experience opened up, which is that, you know, we take for granted the extent to which our emotions and experiences can come up and make ourselves so believe that it is right, when all the while we're projecting onto another person. Like for me, with my brother, I was all that time projecting things onto him that I bottled up, that I built up, based on my own reactions toward me and things that he did that I wasn't self-honest about, that I didn't catch fast enough. So that catapulted me into a living process, which I'm very grateful for. And as we've also said, that some things in yourself and your life you can immediately realize and change. Other things you're going to have to live through, you know, over time. Live through over time, meaning experience it through living and through making the mistakes. So, you know, writing to him the point and asking him why and what was happening was more a bit of a mistake, and also just getting out the experience. But at the same time, it was a great gift, because it was only because I did that it was like a moment of, whoa, you know, what's happening here? What am I doing? So it's a good point to notice here that everyone can have a look at in your relationships with others. Maybe check in and use this video as a check-in for yourself of when you are reacting inside yourself towards someone and then projecting things onto them, creating an idea of how they are. And it's quick thoughts, everyone. You've really got to look out for them towards other people, whether family or not. It might just come up in like little flashes of moments where you think thoughts like, why are they not doing this? Why are they smiling like that or not? Or why are they doing that? Why are they like that towards me? You know, you make like kind of you the victim in it all, and then there's massive reaction and think it's all about what they're doing or not doing. When all the while there's actually a greater gift within and behind it all that you have to realize about yourself. So everyone, do look out for the soul videos on redefining and living the word sister, brother, mother, father, and how to make sure, you know, that you're not, like I did, letting the sisterly patterns and personalities and habits and reactions come through more than just really yourself and another person. I mean, looking back, I would have approached my relationship with him so much differently if I didn't go into that sister reaction and more considered asking him questions, you know, spending time with him, really putting myself out there more, than just you know, perceiving that it's all happening, or it's really happening. It was interesting process. So look out for the soul video where I'm walking the practical support and assistance. But for now, you can assist and support yourself to have a look at that projection moments, ideas that you're creating of others, reacting inside yourself. It happens really fast, and before you know it, you're, you know, lashing out onto someone. And yeah, please see what opens up for you in this video with having a look at your own family. Thank you very much.